Hello, and welcome to YMCA of San Francisco's Classrooms for All. My name is Lakiesha, and today's lesson will cover proper nouns. Now, in our last lesson, we talked about nouns, or they could be called common nouns. Nouns or common nouns are persons, places, or things. Our proper nouns name a specific person, place, or thing. So proper nouns name a specific person, place, or thing. For example, I have my common nouns on this side and I have my proper nouns on this side. I have boy, city, and food. Those are common nouns. However, if I give them a specific name, they'll now become proper nouns. For example, boy is now Stephen. Stephen is a noun even though he's still a boy. City is now San Francisco. San Francisco is a noun, and it's a city as well. Food is now chicken tacos. Chicken tacos is a proper noun. Food is the common noun. Once again, our proper nouns name a specific noun. So down here at the bottom, on the left-hand side, I have some words that are common nouns or proper nouns. I'm going to be saying them, and together we're going to decide whether they belong on the common noun side or the proper noun side. So let's get started. And I'm just going to capitalize this M right here because I'm going to say a name. Megan and Brian. Is that a common noun or a proper noun? You know what? If you said a proper noun, you are correct. So let's go ahead and put it on this side. Even though we decided that Megan and Brian are proper nouns, let's go ahead and put the common noun on the common noun side. I don't like to leave it hanging. So we can say boy and girl for Megan and Brian. Boy and girl. Boy and girl, Megan and Brian. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. I'm going to erase that right there so we have a lot of room. Woman. Is woman a common noun or is it a proper noun? Let's take a few seconds to think about that. You guessed it. Woman is a common noun. Let's go ahead and put woman on this side. Woman. We're going to put woman on our common noun sides. But let's give this woman a name. Let's name her Miss Thomas. M-I-S-S-T-H-O-M-A-S. So as you can see, we had woman as a common noun, but I didn't just leave it hanging. I gave it a name. I gave it Miss Thomas. Miss Thomas is a proper noun. Let's try to use that in a sentence. Miss Thomas went to the store today to get some groceries. Miss Thomas is now a proper noun because I have given the woman a specific name. Let's go ahead and try another common or proper noun. And let's go ahead and erase woman on that side since we already have it labeled on our chart. Our next noun, whether common or proper, is Mrs. William. You guessed it, it's a proper noun. Let's go ahead and put Mrs. William on this side. Mrs. William. All right, but I don't want to just leave Mrs. William hanging. Let's go ahead and give her a common noun. Let's call Mrs. William a teacher. Let's see, teacher. So I have the common noun as teacher, and I have the proper noun as Mrs. William. Let's try to use that one in a sentence. Mrs. William loves to water her grass every other day. I have another one, which could be a common noun or a proper noun. Chocolate chip cookies. Yum, who doesn't love those? You're right, it's a proper noun. I'm going to put it on this side. But you know what? I don't like to see the other side hanging, so I'm going to give it a common noun. Let's just call it dessert. So instead of saying the children had dessert after dinner, I can also say after dinner, the children ate chocolate chip cookies. So let's go ahead and erase chocolate chip cookies right here, since we also have it in our proper noun area. I'm going to go ahead and erase children, since we already did that one for in the beginning. We did Megan and Brian, which was boy and girl. So let's move on. Paris. Is that a common noun or a proper noun? You know what? You are getting too good at this. It is a proper noun. It is a specific name of a city. So let's go ahead and put Paris down here. Paris. And once again, I don't want to leave Paris just hanging, so I'm going to give it a common noun, which is, we could just call it city. Now I'm going to use this proper noun Paris in a sentence. Paris is known as the city of lights, which is actually true. And you notice when I told you that Paris is known as the city of lights, I mentioned the word city, which is the common noun, but Paris really is known as the city of lights. Let's move right along. We just have the word town. You know what? I think we're getting very good at this. You guys are smart scholars. So I'm just going to put town right over by common. I don't want to leave my proper side hanging, so I'm going to put a town which is known as Sausalito here in California. And I believe that's Sausolito. Let's use that in the sentence. I grew up in a town called Sausalito, California. You can hear the common noun and a proper noun in that sentence. Let's move right along. The next noun that we have is hot chocolate. And I know you already know this by now. So we're going to put it under the, you guessed it, the proper noun area. Hot chocolate. But I'm not going to leave it hanging. I'm also going to put it as a common noun on the common side, which is, let's try beverage. Let's use that in a sentence. My favorite thing to drink on a cold and winter night is hot chocolate. My favorite thing to drink on a cold and winter night is hot chocolate. We could also use beverage and hot chocolate in a sentence at the same time. I could also say, my favorite beverage to drink is hot chocolate. See how that works? I am actually going to erase a few of these just so I can add the last two. So let's go ahead. I'm going to erase beverage, town, and city. So let's erase those since we already know what those are. Seems like I talked about liquid things a lot in our common and proper nouns, but I do have drink as a noun right here. And I know you're going to say that it is a common noun. So let's go ahead and put drink right here. And let's think of a proper noun for drink. Let's say it's milk. Let's go ahead and use both of these in a sentence. I love to drink milk for breakfast. I love to drink milk for breakfast. See what we did there? Okay. Let's go ahead and do the last one. I'm going to erase this just so we can have a little bit more room. So I went ahead and I erased drink, and milk, because I have one last noun right here, which is color, all the way at the bottom, but I'm gonna put it on our chart. And I know that you know that it is that's right, a common noun, color. Let's make this more of a proper noun. Let's say blue. Let's try to use that in a sentence. I love the color of her dress, which was blue. Let's go ahead and see if we can use the common noun, color, in a sentence. Perhaps we can get that proper noun in there, which is blue. Here we go. I love the color of her dress, which was blue. I used color as the common noun and blue as the specific noun, which is the proper noun for color. So once again, we're still talking about parts of speech. In our last lesson, we talked about nouns. Nouns are persons, places, or things. However, when we assign meaning to them, it is a proper noun. Proper nouns name a specific person, place, or thing. We had boy, and I gave you the name Stephen. We had city, and I gave you the name San Francisco. We had food, and I gave you the name chicken tacos. Those are all person, places, or things. But when I give them the proper nouns of Stephen, San Francisco, chicken tacos, they are proper nouns. I want to thank you so much for joining me at the YMCA San Francisco's Classrooms for All. You can also join us at YMCASF.org/classroomsforall for more fun classes. My name is Lakiesha, and I'll see you soon.
Did you know that YMCA of San Francisco never closed? When shelter-in-place happened, we could no longer provide in-person programming. We quickly shifted to provide youth and family programming virtually. As early as April, we started providing on-demand activities in our YMCA of San Francisco YouTube channel.
For this video, we're going to be making a geodesic dome.
Today, we're going to be making a hovercraft. The science around this activity is really awesome.
In addition, we have a regular schedule of activities for our youth and families to join live. We feature read-alouds, yoga, family Zumba, arts and crafts, drawing clubs, and more. So don't miss out on our virtual youth and family offerings. Visit www.ymcasf.org for more info and class schedules.